Welcome back to the channel. If you haven't already, we had the first video of this build where we were able to frame it up, and I hope you enjoyed it. But today on this video, we're going to be putting the panels on. You can see here in the roof that we have the strapping, and we've done this to hold the insulation, which you will see later on. I hope you stay tuned and watch the rest of this build. Subscribe, like, and come back and watch some more of our videos. Right here we're just putting up the insulation and the panels for this end wall. We're adding on to the existing shop. This wall is actually facing the road, so I had the master rib panel on the front of the existing shop, so I decided to use the same panel. Right here we put the little notch in our panel so it can slide up behind the head trim, and this creates a very good seal so the water is on the outside of the panel whenever it runs off the top of the head trim of each door. Doing the same thing here. The shop was put up quite a few years back. In steel building construction, we always use a PVR panel, but because this wall was facing the road, I wanted to keep the look the same, so I used master rib on this wall only. You'll see when we get around to the other side and on the roof, I used the PVR panel. This panel doesn't hold up very good with the insulation behind it, so I actually ordered a 2-inch insulation, an R6 I believe, maybe R5. Around here on the sidewall I ordered a 4-inch insulation and was able to get a thicker insulation value on that low sidewall, which is the south side. It gets more sun. You can see in this clip that what the straps are being held for. This is actually a 6-inch insulation that we were laying down in between the purlins, and later when we install the roof, we will go back over it with an extra 4 inches across the top of the purlins, keeping down on that thermal transfer of heat. Gives it a nice, cool, insulated building. We do a lot of commercial buildings this way, and this is the finished ceiling and insulation on the interior of the building, and they heat and cool these buildings. So I thought I would try this on my shop. I don't plan on heating and cooling it, but we will be in here working a lot, so I wanted it nice and insulated. And here I had my other crew show up at lunch, and they got started on the roof. This is right after lunch. Me and the guys finished up this wall. So now we're getting ready to start these panels on the roof. They got it insulated before lunch, and now we can install some roof panels. On this particular day, we only got one bay covered. You have to do a bay at a time on the roof so that insulation is not exposed to the weather overnight. You got to get it covered up that day. Even if it doesn't rain, you'll have condensation that will be in this insulation, keep it wet. It will dry out, but you don't want to get any moisture in there if you can help it. I know this isn't no home, but still, we don't want any mold growing or any chance of it getting started. You can see here this paper, that's actually some bugle tape. We put that in between every laps on a roof. Gives it a nice good seal. Also install some lap screws, and when this roof heats up in the summertime heat, that bugle tape will seal those two panels together, and we'll have a long-lasting leak-proof roof. Here I added the shelter addition on the end, and I wanted to keep a little of the blowing rain from blowing in, so I done a little 6-foot wall I turned in, and that's just kind of to create me a corner, like I said, to keep the blowing rain from blowing in. I'm gonna actually leave that other end open, that way it'd just be accessible. This is kind of just the storage room. The shop and the tools are all inside the main area of the shop, and I'll have access from this end with the roll-up door. Being it's facing the road, I'm going to put a roll-up door in here just to close it up. It's not just a shelter, and it'll look like a building from the road. Here we installed the rake trim on the end. I did have white trim on the existing shop, but I thought the red looked a lot better with the tan walls. You can see the white trim here on the back that I haven't changed. And I also intend on putting liner panels all the way around the inside. Here I'm just showing you the installation, how when we got finished, we went back inside and I pulled the extra tabs of the insulation up under the girts. You see a few wrinkles in them where we had to go back and tape them. You can see here in this photo, got them pretty much sealed up. This covers and kind of creates the air gap leakage. You still get some, it's kind of cracked. And here's the finished portion of the roof. We come back the second day or the third day and got that on. I hope you enjoyed this video. I hope you return. Watch some more of my videos. Please subscribe, like, comment, and we'll see you on the next one. Thank you so much for watching.